Good day, welcome back to my channel and the Pie Masters channel. A channel owned by two people, both important. Anyway, because the weather's yuck once again, I'm doing some more bread. Just added a bit more flour to that. Sometimes you need to add a bit of flour, a bit more water to your dough mix. But let me tell you what's actually in there. It's 500 grams of flour, 310 grams of water. Make sure your water is very warm. I'm using approving. There's 7 grams of yeast, so I use a dry packet yeast, it's just one packet. 8 grams of salt and 45 grams of olive oil. And handful of this stuff. It's a bread improver. It'll make your bread last longer, makes it much softer. Now when the dough's done, I'll do something different than today. I might do dinner rolls, but you'll see when I start moulding it. But there you go, that's the ingredients. Mix on low speed there for about 4, 5 or 6 minutes. Then on higher speed, 8 minutes, and the dough's done. When it's done, we'll drag it out and give it a knead. See you in a bit. Sound like George Flack. Good in it. Okay. Looks long enough. Let's take it out. Get it off the hook. Off the hook. Now then, needs to be kneaded. And what this does is it strengthens the dough, gives it more elasticity as well as take the air out of it. It actually works the gluten, which is what gives the bread its strength. Doesn't need a great deal of moulding. That will be enough. Round it up, you apply pressure on one side, push it over forward in front of you, like so. You end up with a nice round ball of dough, which is then shoved in my bowl and left to prove. Then I'll knock it back. So let's get back to it once it's proved. Look at the size. It'll be bigger in about an hour. Okay, we're back. And the proving has taken place. The size of that compared to how it was before. Bit of a difference, isn't there? So pop it out of the bowl. Beautiful, that is. Whoa. You know, it smells really nice. Fresh dough. It's got a distinctive, very nice smell. So I'll knock all the air out that was in it, because we don't want air, otherwise you get huge holes in your bread. So if ever you buy bread and it's got massive holes in it, that's the reason why. Now what I'm going to do now is split it into separate pieces and make baguettes. I do have bench scraper. These are invaluable to a baker. 4 equally-ish pieces. Round them up. This is done by curling your fingers underneath the dough and rotating them like so. And you get nice little rounds. Just get these guys rounded up. There you go. Then just gonna bat them out a little bit. Fold them in there. There. Use your thumb. Z. There's one. The seam you want on the bottom. Otherwise it will split during baking. No one wants to split baguette, do they? Only when you're splitting it to put your butter on and your sandwich goodies. I hope this is informative enough for you. Seam on the bottom. Now they're quite big, these baguettes. I've only split this dough into 4 pieces. You can split it into much smaller pieces and make smaller baguettes, but this is about the size I like. There we go. All I'm about to do is bomb on a tray. I have one of these specialised baguette trays. They're really cheap, these, really cheap. You can pick them up any supermarket. If not, just look on Amazon. Quick dust in the flour. And then, using a baker's lame, not a lame, is a cutting tool. Basically a razor blade on the end of a stick. And just give them some nice little slices. Then cover them up. Let them prove. And when they are proved, they're ready for the oven. Now they will be sandwich heaven. Trust me. I've made hundreds of these, thousands, millions even. Now, let's get them proved up, then get them in the oven. Let's see what they look like when they're done. There you go. And the baguettes are ready for the oven. Looking good, raw. The downside better when they're baked. But let's get them in the oven. Over here. And see what they look like when they come out. That is going to be the sandwich, the bread I make, the bread I use for making my sandwiches for work tomorrow. Don't know where to put on brie cheese, prawns. I love brie, so I always have lots of this in the house. Prawns, smoked ham, smoked salmon. Oh, anything. Anyway, let's get them in the oven. I'll see what they look like when they come out. It's the moment of truth, so let's get a bit of a steam fest. Oh yeah, steams the camera up beautifully. And out come the baguettes. Oh boy, look at those beauties. Okay, that's it. One important thing I forgot to mention was when your dough's proving, make sure it's covered. If it's not, your dough will develop a thick skin. That, my friends, is heaven. In it, let's just break them apart a bit. There we go. Which lets them cool nicely. And that will be heaven. With a decent filling on it. There you go. Any bread making tips you want, give me a shout. I'll do some more videos where I can make things like crumpets, something which is a particular favourite of mine, scrolls with cheese and Marmite. Oh, and they are heaven, absolute heaven. But until I bake again, there are the finished baguettes.